and welcome to Rocket League Sinfonian series. I am your host, Randomize, and with me is the one and older, one and only, not older, so. One and only Ginger Beardman. How you doing, Ginger?
Feeling young. Thank you.
Feeling young? My apologies about that. Ooh, I gotta get my gunners on to protect my eyes from the blue light. Yeah, we're alpha mu-fied today. Apparently, mirror mode doesn't like me. Mirror mode doesn't like me today. So, and I got my cameras are on the right, which is why it's alpha mu-fi. Otherwise, if I had my cameras on the left, I would flip the mirror again. But yeah, but you don't care about these mirrors. You're here to see some games tonight, and tonight is S2 versus Ditto Dudes. I want to make a correction from the last stream. There was a mistake. Mysticats did not take first seed. S2 is still holding first seed, and it's because of the fact that they have more points than Mysticats. And we go by how many matches you won, then match percentage to, what was it? I think it was like games per match, like how many you win, and then your points. And literally how many points you scored, and even if that is tied, then it's your points against. There's a lot of I've been able to set up the system a lot better. I realized the website we use, challenge, whatever, whatever the website is you can actually put, like, I could actually set up the series properly and put every point in, and I didn't notice that. So now that I know that, Challenge is doing everything, and I accidentally made Swan do more work than he needed to do by adding to our stat sheets our points and shots and everything. He didn't actually have to worry about that, but it gives us more percentages to look at as well. So it works for me.
It's nice.
I'm also putting it in. There's a cool command. If you put exclamation point bracket, you can check out the bracket of the season right now. And you can also, if you want to see the stats, just type in stats and boom, you'll be able to see the stats of the season as long as Ginger updates them. Ginger is our stats man. He's been doing an amazing job keeping up with the stats, so I appreciate that. But while we're talking about stats, let's swing over to checking out some of the stats. So S2 is in first seed, 4-1. DD is now sitting in third seed, 3-2. Now here's where things get funky, and I think it's insane. Goals per game. The difference between S2 and Ditto Dudes. Ditto Dudes has almost half of what S2 can make per game. When you look at their assists, Ditto Dudes still can't even break that one assist per game. So we're going to be seeing a lot more team play from S2 in my belief, and I think we're going to be seeing a lot more solo plays from Ditto Dudes. But from the last games we've been watching from Ditto Dudes, that could change, especially because a lot of the times we say that it's Fox and Cat who are the duo, but after last game, watching how Lemmy and Fox work together, or Squall, my apologies, the two of them have been working phenomenally. So I'm very excited to see that. No, S2 is not 5-1. You guys haven't played that many games yet.
That was bye week.
Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they had you guys had a bye week last season. You haven't had your bye week yet this season. Or this round, I mean. I don't know what that follow button is either. I'm checking the chat out. I can't get it off. I don't know why. So I do apologize about that, but I believe there's a way you can turn off plugins. I don't know what happened. I don't know how to get it off. I guess you're just gonna have to follow my stream to get it off for now. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't know why that came up. I was testing something. It didn't come off. So with that being said, we're still talking about the stats, but if we look at the shooting percentage, 40% to 35%. So S2 is looking like they're going to be putting a lot more work on the back. Neither teams have hit 50% of their shooting rate, but in my opinion, it's still not the biggest difference. We will have to see tonight, but I mean, look at the shots per game. Ginger, it's almost half. Again, it's almost half.
I mean, like 8 is a crazy number per game. I mean, it's just they are extremely aggressive as a team.
Yeah. So to see that is just insane. So I'm very excited to see what these guys are going to be pulling off. Make sure also, folks, if you want to get a chance to see some cool activities, please make sure to vote while you wait for our predictions to happen. And also you can tweet to us at PMASGNRLSS, and you will be able to possibly see your tweet come up on stream. So make sure to do that. Otherwise, I guess you just won't see yourself on the stream unless you're playing. But yeah, so Ginger, talk to me, man. Who are you expecting to see tonight?
S2 does have a sub, correct?
Do they have a sub? I believe
they have Star Wars for Killa, because Killa's on that trip, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually. I could check, but then we'll lose the cameras.
Yeah.
You could check in the voice comms.
Yes. So that's going to be really interesting. I was actually playing with Star Wars last night, and he's fantastic, and it'll be really cool to see how they implement Star Wars into the team. I'm pretty sure they've even played together a little bit like last week and stuff as well. Coming up for this week, knowing that Killa wasn't going to be here. So if they've gotten enough time together, it's still going to be a very, very powerful bunch of players. And they'll still see that, 8 shots per game type of stat.
Yeah. And a very interesting thing for people to know, Star Wars Juice, this is the last time he'll be subbing, because then next round, in round 8, he'll be playing for TRP. So this will be allowing you all to see what Star Wars Juice can do, especially because he'll be jumping in for TRP next round. Oof, man, I need more coffee before I start commentating. Words, it doesn't happen. For me, though, I think this is such a bummer, because S2 and DD did not get to play an actual full roster game both times this season. That kind of sucks, like it's that moment of, dang, like we didn't get to see what the true potential of both teams are. DD had sub, I believe it was the other Juicy, Divine Juicy, who subbed in for Cat, and then this season, or this round, we have Star Wars Juice stepping in for. There's a lot of juice going on around. I don't know what's going on.
There's quite a bit of juice.
This is getting dirty real fast. But so it's kind of a bummer. I mean, at the end of the day, what we can hope to see is that both these teams will make it into the finals, and maybe they'll see each other in the playoffs. So that'll be interesting. And before I make my prediction, I want you all to realize we are coming down to the final stretch. Every game is going to count. No team is fully secured at the moment, because if, let's say, for example, S2 loses every game from this game to week 10, including their bye, there's a good chance they can fall. I don't think S2 can fall in 5th place at this point. So
probably not.
So from now, I believe S2 is locked in to make it into the playoffs, as well as Mr. Cats. But Ditto dudes, because I know people say I call Ditto dudes are actually in a slight threat. If TEO and if I'm blanking out on our SDG. Sorry, you're right here.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
it's not a team I was expecting to say, but if TEO and SDG really kick into high gear at the end, they have a high chance to actually push DD out of this out of the league, or out of the tournament. But right now, DD is looking pretty secured. So this is going to be a very important game for them. I believe if they win this game tonight, then they will be secured in for the finals as well. So this is going to be a very important game for them. But for me, I'm actually going to vote for Ditto Dudes. I think DD is going to do a good job. I think the sub may throw S2's chemistry off, which may or may not be good for them. I'm not sure, but we'll only be able to see by seeing the game. And if we look at what, but like I said, I'm looking at Ditto Dudes. I think Ditto Dudes are going to be the ones who are going to take this one. You say S2, and we're going to look at the crowd, and the crowd says S2 as well. The chat yourself, you have voted. The chat has voted, and they believe S2 is going to be the ones to take tonight. And if we had to make a prediction, which game do you think S2 would win? What do you think it would be? Do you think it'll be a sweep or game 3? Tough call, right?
I think I could probably see a game 3. Ditto Dudes winning the second match.
Okay.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. For me, I think it's also going to be a game 3, but I think it's going to be back and forth. That's how I personally feel like that's the way it's going to look. We're going to see a game. I think game 1 is going to be. No, you know what? It's going to be a reverse sweep. No, what? Hang on. No, it's all right. Ditto Dudes is going to take game 1. S2 is going to take game 2, and then Ditto Dudes is going to come back. That's my prediction. I feel like that's the way we're going to be seeing it. Yeah, so I'm excited to see this. Either way, we both expect to see 3 games.
Yeah.
And for me, I enjoy watching 3 games. I don't mind it. So we are just waiting for everyone to clock in, to tune in, be ready, watch these games. Also, make sure to tweet at PMASGNRLSS. We're missing Ditto Dudes. They need to jump in. What are they doing? Get in. Get in. Get in. Get in. Get in.
Cat's just getting on.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. All right. So, with that being said, we are going to start this room back up. Man, we could just...
Star Wars was just a little jumpy on that.
And Cat living to his name, his game has crashed. Oh, man. We haven't seen that since season 1. So, that's very interesting to see. But... yeah, I really think it's Linda Mood and Nate have become a very good duo, in my opinion. Fox said last game with Mr. Katz and SDG that if he had to think of a duo in Sinfonian series, he would say randomize Colonel Mustard. And I do agree with him to a certain extent, but I think it's just more of the fact that I personally think it's just because Nova likes to sit back a little bit more that allows Mustard and I to kind of show off a little bit more. With S2, all 3 players of S2 really do an excellent job. So it's kind of hard to say who's the duo of the trio, but I still think Linda and Nate do a really nice job in the front. I'm very excited to see how Star Wars is going to play with the rest of this crew. I know they're a little bit of a tough crew to play with. If you're not an aggressive player, it could play a little bit of a toll, That's the scary part, is if you're not aggressive, it's going to be tough for you to stick with them. So we can only see by the game itself when it happens, but I predicted DD, but I'm expecting to see a lot of pressure out of Linda and Nate. Nate, when he stops trying to put a backpack on, he becomes a very dirty teammate. Like, you can expect that ball in front of your car every time if you are centered up. That's one thing I really like out of Nate, is that he knows where to put the ball. He knows how to control the game. But I think if Squall does as good as he did last week, Ditto Dudes is going to take this. That's just how I feel. All right, so I see 6 people, which means we're missing 1 person. Linda, Nate, you're in here. I'm in here. Juice. Oh, Squall's in. We're missing Fox and we're missing Cat. Oh, boy. We're just not having any luck tonight with these guys, huh? So hopefully we get them in. But, I mean... so you say S2 is going to win. What do you think S2 has to do to make sure to secure the win that you are predicting?
Like you said, if Naseby is going to be capable of doing those passing plays on that, and if Star Wars gets to stay up on the aggressiveness, that S2 puts out, they're just gonna play just like they usually do with Killa.
Okay.
So it's very simple. You know, put the ball in the back of the net. That's how you win. So
Yeah. Like I said, for me, I really think it's not so much Ditto dudes. The thing about DD is there's not a duo and then they're a third, in my opinion. I know it's a high mid low tier, but Squall has really been showing he has potential. And I think Squall is, like I said, as long as he plays like last week, Squall is that perfect wild card that DD needs. And Squall's learning what it's like to be a little bit more aggressive, which is something that I like to see out of them. So I'm hoping we will see more out of that, because it's important to have up your third like that. You know, this is not a doubles match with a random player and the goalie. You know, this is a 3v3 league, you know, just like the pros. So I'm hoping they'll be able to pull something off like that. But finally, we have everyone in here, so let's go. We are going to get into game 1 of S2 versus Ditto dudes in round 7. Off the kickoff, we're in neutral ground. S2 doing a nice job getting pretty aggressive. The ball's centering up. Nathan putting the shot on. Ooh, but it hits the crossbar. Juicy! Or Star Wars Juice following up, very nicely done. Putting the first ball in within 10 seconds. Juice just keeping a good pressure. I'm very excited to see this. I think Juice is going to do pretty well for these guys right now.
like I said, I played with him a bit last night in that, and I think he can fit really well with S2 for tonight. So.
Juice putting it in the corner, trying to pass it and pinch it off the corner into the center, but didn't successfully pull it off. Nathan seeing an open net and putting another ball in. We're only 30 seconds into this game and S2 is leading 2-0. Oh, what a rough play there. All 3 DD players came out of the net. I think they were expecting to play aggressive there, but nicely done by Nate to see an open moment to take another shot. Fox trying to put the shot on, was denied. Juice now in the corner, going to control this, not getting the greatest hit, but leaves Nathan to do a good clear onto the other side, where it makes now all of DD rotating over to their left side. Cat and Fox double committing there, so good center by Fox, but Cat, because he went up there, he was not ready for the good pass that Fox prepared for him. We're 1 minute into this game. S2 in the lead, 2-0. Ooh, Star Wars doing a nice job centering that ball. All 3 players of Ditto dudes go up in the air, so no one's prepared to make a play. This is not something we want to see at a DD. Ooh, the ball centering up. Star Wars doing a nice job just grabbing on and putting it into the corner. Fox challenging Linda. Linda winning that one. All DD players are back up again. Cat just whiffing that one. Whiffing again. Oh, what a shot by Nathan, but Fox was right where he needed to be and was able to get a good block there. Squall playing in the corner. 2 players on DD are in the corner. Fox is all by himself in the net. 2 players from S2 taking a shot and both whiffing that. Squall looking to push this one up. Denied by Linda. Linda is waiting for this ball to center up. He's going to try to put it off the back wall. Fox doing a nice job not letting him do that. Cat trying to get it out of his corner, but was denied by Nathan. The ball is centering up again. Fox just doing a nice job clearing this. He has to follow up, but Linda, being that perfect center person, just cutting off every cutoff. You could see cutting off every push, I meant to say. But you can see every time there's an S2 player in the back ready to stop a clear. Nathan just doing that as I said it. Nathan following that up. Ball is now going to be a shot from Linda. Little too high, giving enough room for Cat to use the crossbar to get a good save. Cat doing a great flick, but Nathan was prepared for it. So he's pushing this one out. DD needs to work together. They're making some decent clears, but no one is following it up. S2 doing a nice job staying in the back, and Nathan juking out DD and putting another ball in, giving them a 3-0 lead.
Dang.
Nice dribbling from Nathan, getting it around Squall, I believe, and then Cat had his back to him and was not prepared for what he was going to give him. Nathan putting another ball in. So S2 in the lead now. 3-0.
They already have 8 shots, and we're 3 minutes in.
2 minutes left on the clock. 8 shots from S2. Talk about pressure. We have been sitting on the DD side for, I want to say, like 90% of this game. Right there, Nathan seeing where the push was. Oh! Fox almost getting a nice redirect on his own net. Fox doing a good job clearing the ball out from Juice's shot. Nathan prepared again in the back. Nice rotations from S2. Prepared for every clear. Nathan in the corner going to center this one up. Squall pushing this one out just in time. Little bit of a whiff, but it threw off a player. Cat ready to catch the ball. Putting it into the other corner. Cat's going to try to clear this one out. Giving it to Fox, but Fox was denied by an S2 player. Squall is now back, ready for the shot. Linda putting it on the backboard, looking for Nathan. Nathan went to take the shot. Hit the crossbar, though. Squall versus Juice. Juice doing a nice job keeping the pressure. Fox versus Linda, and Linda winning that 50-50. The ball's all centered up. Ooh, slowing down nice enough to juke Squall, but Cat was prepared for that. Nathan keeping the ball in the center. Linda getting in the air, pushing this ball. We are now in neutral ground. Fox versus Nathan. Nathan winning that 50-50, but it was pushed all the way to the left side. Juice doing a nice job being prepared for that. Centering the ball up instead of taking the shot. Sometimes it's all it has to take. It's just centering instead of taking a shot. You might think you have the shot, but then you realize it's just better to hand it off to another player. Selfless game, in my opinion, is the best way to play this. 30 seconds here in game 1. Not looking good at all for Ditto dudes. Every time a player hits the ball, it was always another player prepared on the S2 side. And here it is. Oh! Cat had a moment, had an open net, but Linda did a nice job pushing the ball out. Double commit again from Ditto dudes. Cat opted to not hit that ball and just spin around to try to clear this one over. Nathan and Linda getting in the way, and that's going to be it. Game 1 is going to go to S2. Woo.
Man, there's the aggressiveness I was talking about.
A lot of aggressiveness. Oh my god.
12 shots.
12 shots. Best beard. I like that. I actually kept my alpha source up just in case anyone was going to play with it. And I'm happy someone did. Linda Mood with the Arla says season 2 best beard. You know, technically those awards don't go out yet, but okay. But talk to me, Ginger. What happened? What happened to Ditto dudes? They were not playing anywhere like I thought they were going to play tonight.
First off, Star Wars is connecting very well with S2. On top of that, Ditto dudes, I don't know what's going on. Something maybe mentally in the voice chat. I don't know. They're falling apart. You saw the triple commits and all that. The rotations were lacking on the defense and that where net was open. So hopefully they can pull together after this game and actually, play, because they put out 6 saves, and you shouldn't need to put 6 saves out.
Oh, you're right about that. So hopefully they'll be able to do something. But here we go. We're moving into game 2 of S2 versus Ditto dudes. S2 in the lead, 1-0 in the series. We are now on the S2 side, but Nate seeing an open shot. Cat doing a nice job getting a save with his back to the ball again. Cat has been playing a lot of this game in reverse, so I hope he starts to figure out how to rotate his car quickly. And Cat also switched over to the Octane, so hopefully that will help him out. Octane tends to be a pretty good car, but it doesn't matter when there's an open net and Linda sees it, putting the first point on the board for S2 here in game 2. Not pretty for Ditto dudes. DD has been trying to play aggressive against S2, but S2 has been seeing every gap and hole that DD leaves for them, putting a lot of pressure on their back and keeping DD on the back wall where they are not comfortable at all. In my opinion, Ginger, I really think DD really just needs to play defensive and do exactly what S2 is doing to them. Wait for that open gap, hit the ball over every one of their heads, or dribble the ball like Nathan did, and then take the shot. It's honestly a foolproof plan against S2, but you can see Nathan knows that plan is ready, and he's already in the back. So DD is now trying to, oh man, another shot from Nathan, putting another ball in. Nathan being exactly where he had to be. Whew. S2 is destroying Ditto dudes right now. 3 minutes, 50 seconds left here in game 2. S2 up in the lead, 2-0. At this point, DD really has to figure out what they are doing wrong. They need to be able to rotate back quicker. Right here, you can see all three of them moving up. And Cat doing a nice job putting that ball in. Finally putting a point on the board for DD. That was a nice one.
Crucial.
Now, mind you, isn't that exactly what I said, Ginger? What they have to do. That's exactly what I said. That's all I need to do is watch the pressure, be prepared, and just push the ball over when all of S2 moves up too early. And that put a point on the board. So DD is only down by 1 point. They have plenty of time to do some more work. 3 minutes, 15 seconds left in this game. Squall getting a nice clear. It's now behind all of S2. They just need to put the shot in. Nathan doing a nice shot, putting it in the corner. DD not getting a strong pass again, allowing Juice to get a good clear onto the other side. Little confusion between Nate and Juice, but Nate doing a nice job controlling over all of DD. He's got one more player to juke in the back, and that's Cat, and he puts it up in the center. Fox needs to clear this one out, does a nice job clearing it. Good pass as well to Cat. It's going off the backboard. Someone needs to take the shot. And there it is again. Business Cat putting the ball in, tying up the game. That is the DD that I told you we will see tonight.
There we go. Finally, DD's connecting.
I guess they need a little bit of a warm-up. But this is what I was explaining before in pre-game. I can't believe I actually kind of nailed this right on the dot. S2 is a very heavy team-based style play, while DD is very solo play. You saw it in the stats. You could see it clearly in the stats. You see Cat, he has both goals now on his team, and it was all from him. He cleared the ball, he pushed it over, and got the shot in. That's what I'm not surprised about, because that's how DD has played since season 1. Nice save by Squall and Fox. Ooh, a good shot by Nathan, but it was slow, so it gave enough time for DD to get a good defense. Here we go. The ball is now behind all of S2 again. Juice is just getting back. Ball centered up in the air. Can someone take a shot? Squall doesn't know how to get an aerial way above him, so instead whiffing. Nathan clearing this over into the center. Too many DD players are up again, so no one's able to cut off. They need to have that guy cutting off the middle line instead of having all three up and all three back. It doesn't work. You need that middle guy to rotate in and out and be prepared. Cat putting this ball on the backboard behind all the players. Nathan just able to clear this around Fox just in time. Nathan looking to center this one in, try to put it on the backboard. Oh, Juice taking a nice shot just off to the side. It's all centered up for Linda. Linda getting beat by Cat. Cat doing a nice job centering this ball up. He's passing it into the center. Oh, Juice. Look at that one. He went to take a shot instead of passing. I really feel like if Cat can just pass it to Fox, it will go in. And Fox putting that point in, finally giving them that 1 point lead they are looking for with 1 minute and 14 seconds in game 2. So, what do you think Ditto Dudes is doing this game? How do you think DD is doing better?
They, like you said, probably warmed up a little bit. They probably, took that time, noted what they were doing wrong in that first match, and are trying to fix it. Adapting well.
There you go. You see Fox in the back, just like I was saying. It's almost as if they have the stream on right now. Oh, no! Oh, Juice! Completely messing that one up. Oh, off Juice, messing it up completely and could not recover. Giving another point and solidifying game 2 for DD. And shout outs to Vice. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. The ball is now in neutral land, getting pushed over to DD. DD now working together, trying to keep this ball out of their side. 40 seconds left in this game. 2 DD players back. It looks like they're going to be playing a little bit more defensive, which is okay. They have that nudge room now to actually sit back a little bit more. Wide rotations out of DD. S2 looking to try to put some pressure. It's almost as if both teams are slowing down. The net is open. Oh, Nathan putting it on the backboard. Fox was able to rotate back in time to get rid of that ball. Someone needs to connect with this ball to center this up. Cat was able to clear this one out. Juice getting in the way. In the corner again, Nathan looking to center this ball up, looking for a teammate. But Linda was rotating back. So the last 10 seconds of this game, 5 seconds left. Cat doing a little celebration dance here as DD takes. Wait for it. Game 2. There we go.
Predictions holding.
So far. A little different on my prediction because I was expecting 1-1-1. So it's okay. You know, if it's a reverse sweep, I'm fine with that. But at the same time, we'll have to see. But it's all tied up. Talk to me, Ginger. What's going on with the stats? What are the stats telling us right now?
I mean, S2 still getting out a lot of shots. They got 7. It's just Ditto Dudes is managing to hold on. They took 4 shots. They made 4 goals. Extremely accurate. They went more for quality over quantity. And if they keep this up, a little additional thing as well, if they start stealing boosts, starving out S2, because S2 is playing extremely aggressive and extremely fast, and that requires boost. So they could definitely reverse sweep this.
I think it's very interesting that there are 2 points from 2 different players at DD, but not 1 sub. Oh, and we have a disconnection from the server. So it looks like we are going to have to set up another room. Man, we're just not getting any luck when it comes to this stuff, huh? Oh, man. And thank you very much again for the sub, Vice. Thank you for the comment. We do appreciate that. We're going to start up another room. Cat, I'm blaming you for this one.
Not even Cyhawks, it's Cat's fault.
Exactly. All right, here we go. We're going to set up this room again and see what happens. Let's get everyone in here for what will be game 3. Ah, man. So, this is how I see it, Ginger. I think this is how we're going to declare who will actually take this. If we see S2 put as much pressure as they did in game 1, they're going to beat this one. But if DD can capitalize on exactly how they played and putting the ball behind S2, not allowing them to prepare on what happened, DD will take this game. It's going to come down to just getting that good hit across the map. And these guys joined a little too early. So they're going to... I think they thought that the other guys were in. They're going to do this little jump in and out to try to hold the timer on a little bit longer. I mean, that is the trick. You just keep switching.
Yeah, no, it's just... Cat's the one that did it.
Yeah, so they all left and left me in the dust. You just watch the timer go off. Oh, man, we just can't get one clean game going, can we?
Room number 4, let's go.
Let's try this again. This is the 4th time we are trying to queue these guys up. We had 1, Cat crashed. We had 2, it worked. 3, server went down, and now we're on our 4th one. Ooh. No one join until everyone is in, gentlemen. But it's just really interesting. I think I'm just going to say, in my opinion, S2 has the steering wheel in this game. S2 are the guys that will allow... It's pretty much up to them. If they play well... It says game server full. Interesting. This one? That I just put up.
How can... There's 2 of us. I guess it's a 1v1.
Yeah, right?
As Nate would like to say.
Ah, okay. So I'm gonna back out one more time, Fifth try is a charm. Is that how it works?
Maybe. I
Oh
don't
my
know
God.
why the settings for the server would have changed, but
All right, let's try this, and I think everything else should be fine. We're gonna try one more time and make sure it stays on Eastern. That might have been the other reason. Oh man. But yeah, so I think in my opinion, S2 is the one that controls and steers everything. It's up to
Yes.
them. You know, if they're gonna play sloppy, then DD will win. But if they play clean and they put enough pressure and they watch what they're doing, then S2 will win.
yeah.
know.
Like that first game, they always had that one person's back blocking all the clears. The second game, I wasn't seeing that as much.
Are you kidding me?
What? That is weird.
I don't know what's going on. Ginger,
Yeah.
I'm gonna set you to party leader.
You want to see if I can set one up?
Actually, you know what? Let's try this. We're gonna do a different one. I'm gonna change, whoops. I'm gonna change the name and password.
You can just change the name, probably.
What's up?
Probably just name change. Leave password same.
Yeah, password will be the same, but the room name will be RL1898. There we go. It's very dangerous to do this on stream, but it's okay. We'll see who joins and who doesn't. But maybe we'll have to change it. That's probably why. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see what happens. Is that a new
I don't understand why
haircut?
it's
It is a
thankful.
haircut, so thank you. I appreciate it.
Only a single hair.
Only I literally just cut right there and that was it. Same
Not bad,
password.
just snip.
Yep, exactly. But yeah, so I'm
there's Nathan.
very interested. All right, we got Nate. We got S2 in here. Yes!
Oh.
There we go. Finally.
There's DD. Oh, whew.
All right, there we go. Thank the
That's
freaking Lord. All right, here we go. We can finally move on to game 3. S2 versus Ditto dudes. Did they switch sides? Oh no, they didn't. What? No, they didn't. Okay.
No, no, no.
Oh, it was just Lemmy's name threw me off. That's why. I was like, wait a second.
So,
Yeah. 15 seconds into the game, nothing really happening. It's almost as if S2 is burning out a little bit, in my opinion. It's just going to be very interesting to see what S2 can do here. But I'm also very interested to see what DD could do. DD, 2 players up, 1 player back on for S2. And Cat opted for the shot again instead of playing as a team player. Cat really needs to focus on trying to play as a teammate now. You know, when you have someone like Fox on your team, who's a brilliant striker, in my opinion. Fox really does a good job. You know, when I played in RLCS qualifiers with Fox, it was Nate, Fox, and myself. And we got up to round 7. We made in 7th place in our bracket. And one of the things we said is that if you pass the Fox, we will score. And that's all DD really needs to do. Pass the Fox, and we will score. So let's see what happens. Cat doing a nice job, and there it is. Fox is up there. What did I just say? What did I just say? Fox getting the ball in 1-0 in game 3. That was perfect. Oh, commentators cursed for the good this time. Nicely done. Nicely done between the 2 DD players. So DD's now in the lead 1-0. S2 now really struggling. It looks like DD finally figured it out. Maybe they were just playing really slow at first to kind of trick S2 into thinking, oh, you know, we're horrible. S2, you're so good. And then all of a sudden they're like, we sharked you the whole time. I've seen it before. It's a thing. It's literally a thing. You purposely make yourself look bad to put the other team overconfident, and then things go wrong because now they're doing good. And you're like, wait a second. This wasn't the team we were just playing. Ooh, good pass. Cat went to take the shot, just missing it. Fox opting to put this one back. Nice pass back, excuse me, to Cat, but Cat couldn't get it off the wall, so it was an easy block for S2 to get rid of that. Fox And Squall, little confusion. Ooh, Fox missed that boost, so he is now out of boost. He's going to have to rotate back and let Cat and Squall do some work. The ball's on the net. Oh, hitting the crossbar. Another pressure from Linda hitting on the back wall. And a nice shot by Nathan. Good pass by Linda, drawing Fox out of the net. Oh no, it was Cat that they drew out. Nathan put on that ball in, tying it up 1-1. 2 minutes, 35 seconds. We are 5 seconds away from halftime in this last game of the series. DD need to win this game if they want to secure their spot as well in the playoffs, because if they lose this game and they lose the rest of these games, there's a good chance they could see 5th seed and not be able to secure a spot into the playoffs. Ooh, Squall just trying to put that in the center. Way too weak of a hit. Fox doing a nice job clearing this one up. He's got to follow up his own cleared. Nicely done. Put this off the backboard. Tried to get a double touch to center it. Oh. Cat followed it up. Went to put the shot on, but there were 2 defenders. These guys need to play a little bit more aggressive on the bumping side. They need to bump. They need to demo. Both teams, neither of them are bumping and demoing. They're being so nice. Just get them out of the goal. Pass the ball and bump someone, man. You got to do it. We just saw it today in RLRS placements at the end of the play-in when one of the teams, I think it was Triple Trouble, got a 2 bump. 2 players bumped 2 defenders out and got a goal for it. So I really think these guys should really focus on trying to get some bumps in. But we're still tied up 1-1 with 1 minute and 21 seconds left on the clock in game 3. If this game keeps up the way it is with this ping pong action, we are definitely going to be seeing overtime in this last game. Cat trying to hit the ball, whiffing that. All open in the back. Nathan went to dribble the ball, but Star Wars jumped over his head and hit the ball. So no one on S2 was able to control that one. Oh, Squall saw a great shot there, but Nate was there. So it was an easy block for him. Nate putting pressure onto the back wall, centered up. Linda came up too far, so he was not prepared for that pass. Sometimes, honestly, sometimes shots that end up turning into passes are the best passes you can get. Fox seeing a nice opportunity for that shot, but went too high and hit the crossbar. Nathan clearing this ball out. There we go, our first demo of the entire series. Squall taking out Nathan. Cat doing a nice job controlling the ball. It's all centered up. Ooh, Fox opted to back out of that one. Oh, there he is. Now he came back in. Linda looking for the clear, but no boost. He's not going to be able to follow this one. Juice and Linda double committed, so neither one was prepared for the mistake. Squall doing a nice job putting the ball back to the other side. Linda trying to keep this on the DD side. Last 3 seconds of regulation time. And if that ball hits the ground, we're going into overtime in game 3. Next point takes the entire match. We're sitting on the DD side. Nathan looking for Juice. Nice defense play by Cat, getting the ball out just before Juice could take the shot. Cat went to clear it, but did not follow up. He didn't have boost, so he wanted to give it to Fox, but Fox couldn't get there in time. Linda was doing a nice job putting pressure on. All set it up. Squall decides to keep it over in the other corner, and sometimes that's a good play. He didn't have the angle for the shot, so he kept it on the offense instead. Squall trying to take a shot there. It's a straight up instead on the back wall. We're still sitting on the S2 side. No one on DD is back. Cat slowing the game up, allowing his teammates to rotate back. Nicely done. Linda looking to center this one up, but Cat interfering this one. He needs to keep this over into the corner. Whoa! What a shot by Star Wars, and what a save by Squall. Nicely done. Man, Squall has been getting so much better at controlling the ball. And with a bump, that's it. Ditto Dudes takes this match. What a shot. Cat hitting it across, and a confusion whiff, the worst whiff to take at the end. Oh, and it's such a rough moment when it's even the sub player who makes that mistake. Congratulations to DD for getting a good, satisfying win, because they needed that to make sure that they are going to stay. And because of that, I believe they are now qualified to stay in the playoffs. Wow, what a game. Oh, Ginger, do you remember the scores of all the games? Because I forgot. Whoops. I remember the last one. It's 2-1.
Yeah, it's 2-1 on this one.
Yeah, there you go. We'll figure that out.
Pretty
But
sure on the first game, and then the second one, was a little less. And
Yeah,
yeah,
but-
it was actually Linda that doinked it right into his own net.
yeah, it was such a bummer ending like that. But you know, look at DD. They put so much pressure on.
They
8
basically
shots.
reversed S2.
Oh, 100%. But
8 shots
S2.
and then 7 saves. Like, the amount of saves and shots, like, basically flipped.
But mind you, think about the history that S2 also has of not being too good on defense, and it's 3-2-1. So they did a pretty good job themselves. Can't count them out on that one.
Just in the thought process of pressure and whatnot, it's just a complete mirror of the first match kind of concept.
So I want to actually get Seth in here, kind of talk to him about this one, because that was some nice gameplay by him. Hey, we all disappeared.
Oh, you're not disappeared.
Hey, there we go. We have the man. So, Kat, congratulations on that win. How are you feeling, my man?
Well, my heart is stinking pounding right now. Like, I hit that one across the field, like that last clear, and I'm like, oh, thank God it's not in front of our goal anymore. And all of a sudden it says, Business Cat got a goal. What?
Those are the best goals, is when you're like, whew, good clear, guys. All right, take it. Wait, I got to score? Wait a minute.
I was just glad it wasn't right in front of them, because holy cow, that entire game just felt like one save after another, because I think every time that S2 hit the ball, it was going towards the goal.
Mm-hmm. It was pretty scary, huh?
Whew, just a little bit.
Yeah, but hey, you know, good job to you guys. You know, it looked shaky in game 1. Were you guys just sharking it, or were you just not warmed up at all?
We were warming up beforehand, and we were getting a little mad at each other, and well, not so much mad, but like we were just kind of like getting a little bit tilted over like the people we were going against and like some of the stupid shit that was happening. And whoops.
Oh, good.
But yeah.
Out of you don't even curse.
But no, we were a little tilted from our earlier games, and then I was just playing like garbage. Absolutely, that first game. I felt like I couldn't get any kind of consistency, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to change cars, see if that does anything. So if you noticed, I went from my breakout to my Octane.
To your Octane,
2
yep.
and 3. And as soon as I did that, like I was getting clears. I was actually being able to like set up passes and actually be able to shoot where I wanted to, versus like just sloppy playing with that breakout.
Yeah, no, I honestly think that was a good call, just because, you know, Octanes are known for good control, and seeing you controlled the ball so much better, you know, especially in game 2 when you got those 2 points. It was just pure clear to pure shot, you know, and it was nicely done. So do you guys practice a lot, or is it just purely like you get on for a couple hours before your match and practice, and that's what you guys pretty much do when you're not playing?
We try to get practice when we can, and it's a little hectic because we've all got completely just like crazy different schedules. You know, Lemmy works really early in the morning, really consistently every weekday. Nick's got his school going on, and he's got all this other stuff that he does, and he streams. And then I've got, you know, 5 different jobs that I work at, between like 2 different opera companies, substitute teaching voice lessons, and then singing at a church. So finding a time that we can all play together is pretty rare. And so when we do, we usually end up practicing for, you know, at least 2-3 hours at a time.
Okay.
But I'd say like at least once a week we get together for a few hours and we practice Rocket League, and we are usually we use that time well when we have it.
All right, good. Well, hey man, you did an excellent job tonight. You guys really worked your butt off, in my opinion. It was kind of scary at first. We were like, oh no, are they not going to be able to win this one? And then all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, you turned the tables. It's kind of a bummer. I wish S2 and DD actually got to play a game with both full rosters. But, you know, I think it's fair. You guys had a sub and you lost. They had a sub, they lost. So at least it's equal when it comes to that. But at the moment, you are now sitting in third place still, in third seed, just because S2 has a lot more points than you guys. They have 47 points in total. You guys have 35 points in total. But here's the interesting fact. If you guys beat us, there's a good chance you can knock Mr. Cats all the way down to third place. You could literally jump us. So, but because you beat S2, Mr. Cats is now in first place. We finally get that first seed we were looking for, which makes me a little happy. But yes, like I said, right now it's looking like you guys are now fully secured. There is no way TEO or SDG can knock you guys out. So it's going to come down to TEO and SDG if they're going to win or lose their match. So once again, congratulations to DD and to you as well. Kat, great job, great game. We are going to take a quick break, and then we are going to be moving into our next game, which, excuse me, my voice just gave out right away. It's like, come on, I had 5 more minutes. But we're going to be moving into our next game, which will be Need Boost versus Team 10, and this is going to be a very important game for Team 10, so don't miss it. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.